Hi all, this is lecture series video number 3. The goal of application layer is to exhaust resources by consuming too much. They target a layer manages HTTP and SMTP communication. They target web application packets in order to distribute the transmission of data between the hosts. They attack an Apache system, they attack an Apache system, Windows web server as they are vulnerable. These types of attacks are more sophisticated. These types of attacks are more sophisticated and are gaining popularity in other types of DDoS attack. For example, in an HTTP flood, the most common application layer attack uses botnets to force a target to expend excessive amount of resource when responding to the HTTP request. These application layers are more sophisticated. This application layer attack are more sophisticated and more gaining popularity. More popularity in other types of DDoS attacks. For example, in HTTP flood and most common application attack uses botnet to force targeter to expend excessive amount of resource when they respond to HTTP requests. The application layer attack. This application layer attack is HTTP flux, HTTP flux and other applications, other application layer of DDoS attack. The HTTP flux and other application layer DDoS attack is mimic and user interface behavior, making them much more difficult to detect other application of attacks. The HTTP flux and other application layers DDoS attack is mimic human user behaving, making that much more difficult to detect other than other application attacks. The web-based emails, apps, WordPress, Joomla, forum softwares are good example of specific application targets. Next, we are going to see about what is called as protocol attack. The protocol attack targets the connection state tables in firewall. Firewall, application web servers, and other infrastructure components. That is protocol attack. The protocol attack targets on the connection state tables in firewalls, web server servers, and other applications. Web server and another applications. Another application. One of the most common state exhaust application was pinging of depth, in which 65/536-bit ping attack was being used. Ping attack means defragment and sent to target server as fast as possible. Next is our one of the protocol attacks are target connections. Protocol attack target connection tables in firewalls and web application servers and other infrastructure components. One of the most common state exhaustion attacks was the ping update, which has been 65/536-byte ping packet is defragmented and sent to target as fast as possible. This is called as protocol attack. Once the target resembles large packet buffer in order to typically occurs. Typically attacks. That is, once the target resembles a large packet buffer, typically once the target resembles a large packet buffer, all typically in this scenario, the target attempts to response pings are even more bandwidth consumed, evenly causing the targeted system to crash. That is, once target attack resembles a large packet, the buffer overload typically occurs. In this likely scenario, the target that the target attempts to respond to pings, even more bandwidth is consumed. Evenly causing the target system to crash. That is, a protocol attack once the target reassembles a large packet, a buffer overload typically occurs. In this likely scenario, the target attempts to respond the ping, even more bandwidth is consumed. In this likely scenario, the target attempts to respond the ping, even more bandwidth is consumed, eventually causing the target system to crash. Hence, thank you for watching this video. Thank you.